let's get started.
Welcome to the first episode of the Unbound podcast. On this podcast, we have 3 sections we talk about: tech, gaming, and random entertainment. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ethan.
Without further ado, we'll get started.
So our first section this week is tech-related, specifically Google Home versus Amazon Alexa. Now, neither one of us has actually got our hands on this. We haven't used it personally, but we've done the research, and we feel like we can compare these to the best of our knowledge, at least. So we have pros and cons to both of these, starting with Google Home, since you choose Google Home.
And you're wrong.
And I'm not, but just go
First, I'll start with its tasteful design. It's small, minimalistic, and it fits and looks good about anywhere.
I disagree with that statement, but
You're
whatever.
wrong.
Amazon Alexa, in my opinion, it comes in 2 forms. You have the dot and you have the tower. Now, the dot kind of looks weird, doesn't really fit anything, in my opinion, but the tower is sleek. It has a modern look. Put it in your kitchen, put it anywhere. Make it black, looks amazing.
I agree. It does look really good. It's just, what if you have a white theme and you have a black tower just sitting on it? If your white desk, computer desk or something with a little black tower sitting on it.
Well, if you can't get it in white, you can just spray paint it. Paint over it. It's easy to do. You cover all the microphones and everything that leads into the innards.
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
yeah,
but that's just defacing a $100 product.
Yeah, but if you like it and you can make it fit your setup or your house, well, why not go for it?
That's true.
You have to put some extra work in there, but
another point for Google Home would be its access to Google's massive knowledge base. Google is the main search engine for almost anyone and everyone I know.
Yeah, we both use Google. I use Google all the time. Just think, like, if you're out anywhere and you need to know something, what do? You search Google. And that's what I will give Google Home the advantage of Alexa in that situation. But Alexa sounds better. You can be playing music and talk to her. And it works.
Google Assistant is more conversational and context aware. You can talk to it, ask it a question, and then follow up with a question about that question, and she'll reply without you having to ask the original question again.
Yeah, but just imagine. Do you really want to have a conversation with a computer all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
I don't, personally.
I wish I could all the time.
I don't.
Seen a lot of movies. They're all really good, and computers just awesome. I'm all for home automation though. That's one of my main goals at this point in my life.
It's cool. Home automation is cool. I agree with you.
I like the idea of being able to control almost anything and everything off of home automation.
Yes.
By the sound of my voice.
I mean, I have some of that in my house.
Yes,
like our thermostat.
You do.
It's amazing. When we leave, we set it to a higher so it doesn't use as much energy.
Mm-hmm.
When we come back, we set it to the temperature we want, uses more energy. But while we're gone, we save a little money. It's amazing.
You have the little robot.
Yeah, we have the Roomba.
Yeah, the iRobot Roomba vacuum cleaner.
Which I love. Absolutely love. Set it to when you're gone. Does the job for you. You don't have to do it. The pros for that are amazing. The cons, it just randomly starts in the middle of the night and wakes you up and pisses you off. But
and then when Skynet goes live, it will crawl up on your bed and probably eat you.
That is true, but
awesome.
I'm going to risk it. So if it's going to vacuum my house, I'll risk that.
And myself, I just took my first steps into home automation. With just simply getting, I think I got 2 Hue light bulbs in the hub. I'm just starting out, but what I've seen and like doing research on it, watching YouTube videos and all of that, I really, really like it, and I think it's something I would definitely be looking forward to in the future.
Oh yeah, the future that I want is I can just like text an app and like cook dinner, and I get home and dinner's cooked. That's what I want. Space
Odyssey type stuff.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
Anyways, back on topic.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with a couple Google Home cons. One con would be Google Speaker is only so-so for playing music. Like, meaning it sounds good, but it could be better. Another one would be it doesn't pick up your voice as well as Echo does from a distance. Being in another room might put a little bit of a damper on things when you're trying to talk to it. And it doesn't have an audio port. You have to have Chromecast to make your music streaming to external speakers, which that's not really a big deal, to me at least, because how often am I going to have house parties or anything anymore? because my life sucks.
Well, I wouldn't say that,
I'm
but
gonna cut that part
if
out.
you're gonna, we're not cutting that out. That's staying. But you're saying you have to use Chromecast for music streaming to an external speaker.
Yes.
But in most houses, people have ways to play music.
Yeah.
Just in general.
With smart TVs,
Whether it be a
computer
TV,
speakers,
whether it be the Sonos system that I have through the house,
Bluetooth
just
speakers, anything like that. Yeah.
So I don't really see it being a disadvantage. I mean, it is in a sense, but
it's not really
it's not a huge
disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's not a deal breaker for me because I'm still all for Google Home.
I mean, I'm for Alexa. She's
Hit me
cool.
with a couple more.
Some cons for Alexa is only speaks one language. Doesn't matter to me because I only know one language.
Yeah.
But to people that are bilingual,
because Google's huge. You got to remember that Google is ginormous.
It is
Across the world, it's being used. So there are going to be people in different countries who use it
that don't know English.
Don't know English. But like you said, I'm at home. To me, to you, all I know is English, so I can. It'd work.
Yeah. Probably one of the biggest cons, in my opinion, is Alexa is unable to multitask, if I can say that word. Meaning you can only have one instruction in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just like say, can you do this, 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 and this, and it does it all. And you also have to repeat her name for her to listen, which is annoying. I will agree. That's probably the biggest con I have.
Yeah.
But
one thing I don't know if Alexa does it, but I'm pretty sure it might. But one thing with Google is you can say, "Hey Google," or "Okay Google, add eggs, milk, chocolate, ice cream, and salad," because your life is really going down the drain if you just bought all of that. But anyways, you can say, "Add that to my shopping list."
Stay healthy.
Add that to my shopping list, and then it's on your shopping. It's on your shopping list. You can say, "Okay Google, show me my shopping list." Then bam, pops up.
Yeah.
Your shopping list right there. Everything you've added on it. You don't have to go and type anything. Just say, "Okay Google, add this to my shopping list."
But I mean, looking at Alexa, you can set up like order me some pizza, or give me some takeout and stuff like that, and then it just orders it and charges. You have to have it set up, obviously.
Plus, Amazon's like it's a online store, so if you run out of something at your home that you need, say, "Alexa, reorder toilet paper, reorder paper towels."
And you can even order food from Amazon.
You can.
If you live in a district that's available for it.
Well, we can order it here too, but they call it Amazon Pet. Yeah.
I'm talking about fresh products. Like an apple. Well, you could probably ship an apple, but
have you heard of the Amazon Pantry?
Yes.
Where you can order a box of
food.
Yeah, a box of snacks and
kind of like Jimmy Craig.
Delivered. Well, yes.
Maybe not.
But a little more unhealthy in my opinion.
Yeah. But yeah, it has both of these are amazing products. But if you had to choose to pick one, you're gonna go with Google Home?
I would probably go with Google Home.
I'm with Alexa, Amazon. I use Amazon a lot. It's amazing.
I think I do love Amazon. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing it anyway. I love Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, had it for years. But I think I do use Google a lot more than I do Amazon.
The only thing I use Google for is searching.
Yeah.
Searching for information.
Well,
websites maybe.
I have the Android cell phone, which I can have Google Assistant on there, and using apps and stuff like that. I can just tell Google to shut my lights on and off in my house from my cell phone,
which is pretty cool.
So the thought of being able to do it without even having to pull my cell phone out of my pocket.
Because you're lazy.
Because I'm lazy and this is America and that's what we do.
Be lazy and
sir.
Use home automation to make life easier.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm still going to stick with Alexa.
Alright, well.
But that's my opinion. We're entitled to it.
Yes, we are. Well, you're wrong. But, alright, now we're going to move on to our second section, gaming. What we're going to do in this section is we're going to pull out, for the week gap between our podcasts, we're going to pull out the 5 games. That's not true. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're going to pull out the games that come out within the 1 week of our time off in between podcasts.
Yes, the time that's in between the podcasts, we're going to talk about the games that will be coming out. Now, we're going to go in depth on the ones that draw our attention, but we will list the other games that come out. So do you want to start with the stuff that comes out on the 22nd?
One of the games we have on the 22nd for PlayStation 4 is Chromagun. Chromagun's a single-player, first-person shooter and puzzle game developed by Pixel Maniacs.
Pixel Maniacs. Do you know anything from Pixel Maniacs?
I've never heard of anything from Pixel
Yeah,
Maniacs.
I'm sure they come out with some good games. No shots fired here, but...
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Definitely.
Chromagun.
Alright, Chromagun. It was released on September 13th, 2015 for iOS, and then it was released in February 2016 for Windows, Linux, and Steam. Or on Steam. Okay, Sony announced that the game would be coming to PlayStation 4. An early version of Chromagun is supported by virtual reality headsets, so it's a virtual reality game.
It's supported, yes. I think you can play both ways, though.
Okay.
I mean, you can play both ways. But it is optional to play it on the virtual reality headset.
Alright, for the plot here, we have Chromagun is a puzzle game revolving around using colors. The player uses the Chromagun, a paint-shooting weapon, to colorize walls and floating spherical robots called worker droids. Worker droids?
Worker droids.
Worker droids.
Worker droids.
These worker droids are attracted to walls of the same color and will move towards them. The player's objective is to solve puzzles by cleverly rearranging worker droids by changing their colors and guide them to door-opening triggers, switches, or electrified tiles.
Yeah. So, do you like puzzle games?
They're okay.
I personally don't like them.
Some of them are okay.
When I play a video game, I don't play it to be challenged, to solve a puzzle, to solve anything, really.
Yeah.
I just like to have fun, sit back, relax, have a good story, maybe. Shooter. Kill some people.
Well, some of them are okay, like those escape room type games where you have X amount of days to do something. Have you ever heard of the game called, what is it called? 60 Seconds to Die?
No.
Well, it's that game is...
Is that more of a puzzle game in this sense, or a puzzle game is try to survive, figure out how to survive?
Well, it's 60 Seconds to Die. We'll have to look it up sometime for sure.
Right.
You'll get a better idea of it. But that game essentially is a game where you have 60 seconds at the very beginning to loot throughout your house and find stuff, because the nuclear apocalypse is happening and you got to get to your cellar.
And you go to a bunker, right?
Yes.
Yes. I've actually seen gameplays.
Yes.
That's a different puzzle
I would
game
consider a puzzle game. This one...
This is an actual puzzle.
Yeah.
Like, you have to solve a puzzle to move on.
Yeah.
That game, if you mess up and don't solve the puzzle, you die.
Which this game does seem interesting. I would definitely have to give it a shot or a chance.
I mean, maybe if I give it a chance,
but
I probably won't. Honestly,
yeah,
it's just not a game for me. But anyways,
but with that said, we're not bashing anybody's views on it and what anybody thinks about it. But we are going to move on.
Yes.
The next game we have is called Mages of Mysteria. Mages of Mysteria.
I think it's Mystralia.
Mistral. There's definitely an L in there. Mistral.
Okay, so we're going to first apologize that we can't pronounce this game.
We're not good at English.
But the plot, basically, the game is set in the land of Mystralia?
Let's go with
and follows Zaya, a mage who had recently discovered her powers. So he plays a female, which you don't see very often.
And I think this game, it's a bird's eye view, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And from what I've seen, the magic was crazy. Fireballs flying everywhere, lightning bolts. Visually, it was stunning. But after exiling herself from the village due to causing turmoil with her powers, she travels to a mage sanctuary and improves her skills as a mage. Zaya has then tasked to prevent a war between an army of trolls in the kingdom of Mystralia and learn more of her destiny while uncovering more sinister plots.
Huh.
It sounds interesting.
It sounds like it could be potentially really good.
It could be. It sounds like it'll have a good storyline at least.
Oh yeah. And I'm all for mages and stuff. I think they're awesome.
They are pretty cool. I will agree with that.
So that's definitely a game I will definitely be jotting down to
for sure.
Look into more.
What really caught my attention was it was visually stunning.
Yeah.
All the stuff that was going on, it looked cool.
The colors were very bright,
yes.
vibrant.
So I think that's what's drawing me to at least put this game on my list.
Definitely. I will definitely be checking it out.
And this is also coming out on the PS4, if we didn't say that.
We have not, but...
We did not, but it's coming out on the PS4, which I don't personally own, so now that I see that, I might not put that on my list.
Yeah, I don't...
Or maybe we should snag a PS4.
We should probably snag a PS4.
Yeah, we probably should.
Alright, we'll move on to our next game. Minecraft Story Mode, coming out for the Nintendo Switch.
Now, you personally have a lot of experience in Minecraft. Am I correct?
Oh, I love Minecraft.
Yeah. I personally don't. I find it boring. Maybe I just haven't played it enough.
You don't have the imagination.
No, I
You're
have
dull.
imagination. I'm dull. I'm dull. Okay.
No,
it's just
all jokes aside.
I really haven't played it, but for like the short 45 minutes that I did play it, which I know is not even scratching the surface of the game, I just wasn't drawn to the game, so I didn't go back. Maybe if we did a playthrough
oh yeah,
and did something, I mean, I might be brought into the.
If you want to, we can definitely play it together. I can show you some ropes, and once you get the basic, I think they even changed it since the last I played. But once you get the basic crafting, like once you know how to do it, you can do about anything.
I mean, it looks fun, I guess. I don't know.
But Minecraft Story Mode, I have not played. It's a Telltale series. I have not played that, so we're gonna read off a little bit about it and what it's about and the plot of it and things like that. The setting, Minecraft Story Mode, takes place in an interpretation. Let's restart that. Minecraft Story Mode takes place in an interpretation of the world of Minecraft. The main character, Jesse, is a passionate newbie Minecraft player who sets out on a journey with his friends within the world of Minecraft to find the Order of the Stone, 4 legendary adventurers who save the Minecraft world. The game includes settings that are normally difficult to access from within Minecraft, including the Nether, the End, and the Farlands.
So just like listening to you read that off, does the normal Minecraft have a story mode?
It has an end game. There's a giant, like I think they call it the Nether Dragon or the Ender Dragon is what it is. Ender Dragon, big black dragon.
So this is basically just
this is an expansion
more of that story.
No, this seems more like it's an expansion of
adding to the story.
Yeah, but it also, from the way it sounds, is like you are a player playing a player who plays Minecraft. You understand?
Yes.
So that's what it sounds like to me.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I've never played any Minecraft story modes for any console. But with that being said, I'm not saying I won't. Just at the moment, I have not.
Well, what I'm taking out of this is we need to play Minecraft and get me into it.
What I'm taking out of it is we need to play a lot of games.
That is very true. That is very true.
I don't think I've played many of the games on this list.
Well, you haven't played them because they haven't come out yet.
Well, even the ones that have came out.
That is true.
All right.
I've played maybe one.
Moving on, the next one we're going to talk about is The Escapists 2.
Coming out for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. Now this is a game we can definitely play with ease, because we have computers and an Xbox. In The Escapist, the player who assumes the role of a prisoner must escape from prison. Very basic. You escape from prison.
Yeah, no.
Called The Escapist.
Wouldn't
Sounds
have guessed
amazing.
that.
In the beginning, the player can choose all the names of every prisoner and a guard. Which I don't know why you'd want to do that.
That's pretty cool. That's very broad.
It is cool, but I don't know why Anyways, players may acquire various tools to aid their escape by crafting, bartering them from bartering. That says bartering.
By crafting them, bartering them from other inmates, or stealing them. Little fucking thieves.
It has crafting, has bartering. You can buy, sell. I'm assuming, and you can steal.
Yeah,
that's like
three major key points in a game.
Yeah.
And the fact that I think I'm already, like, we're not even done reading this, but I'm already stunned at the fact that you can name every prisoner
and guard.
That is amazing. That's next level stuff.
I just want to know why you can name every prisoner and guard.
I mean, you're spending all your time around them. You want to pick their name. It's got to be something you enjoy.
That's true.
You don't want to be sitting with someone named Ethan for fucking...
Yeah, same. I definitely wouldn't put Tyler in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, where were we on this?
Alright, players can complete tasks for fellow inmates to improve their standing among them. Engaging in activities like exercise and study allows players to level up their character, improving their abilities and their chance to escape. Players must avoid discovery by the prison guards, and so must follow the prison's daily routines, such as eating prison meals. Players must be careful to hide their tools, as guards will periodically search the inmates' cells. If caught, the player is sent into solitary confinement, and their progress with the escape is reset. There are a number of escape methods, including riots, via vents, roofs, among others. The players will generally need various weapons to win a fight with inmates or guards, the best of which is the nunchucks. There were many types of weapons, such as the guard's baton and all the way to plastic fork. Wow.
All right, first off, thanks for reading that because I was failing miserably.
Oh, I wasn't having too much progress myself either. So.
But second to last, nunchucks.
That is awesome.
I love nunchucks. Last time I used one, I hit myself in the shin and it really hurt.
Yes, yeah.
I was 7, so
they proved to
give me a break.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't be in the game if they weren't painful, right?
Yeah, they were definitely painful. I will agree with that.
What blows my mind is the plastic fork.
You can do a lot with a plastic fork.
You know, this game, the way it sounds reminds me of the TV show Prison Break.
I was about to bring that up.
It does. The way it sounds, all of it, which I love Prison Break, so I think I would love this game.
This is the game that we're definitely going to have to play.
It does look
100%.
very interesting.
I mean, I just find the whole breaking out of prison interesting.
Okay. You have anything else to say about this game?
I mean, it looks interesting.
As far as gameplay or anything goes, I haven't.
Yeah, I was about to say I haven't seen any gameplay of it. So maybe depending on what the game looks like.
This one's definitely new to me.
Yes, but just reading that, it sounds amazing. It sounds interesting, unique.
It definitely does.
So I'm definitely going to look into it a little bit more and possibly put it on the list of games to try.
Next game we have is White Day, a labyrinth named School. Well, this game was released internationally as the School White Day. It's a 2015 horror game coming out on the 22nd of August for PC.
And PS4.
And PS4.
Yes, and PS4. You. Don't forget that.
Set in South Korea in 2001, players control Lee Hui-min, a new transfer student at a local high school who sneaks into the institution after hours to prepare a White Day surprise for his crush, Han So-young. Upon entry, Hui-min becomes trapped and begins to encounter the supernatural. With the assistance of their students, Hui-min traverses the building, hiding from foes and using the micromanagement to solve puzzles to progress through the school in an attempt to leave the building before midnight. What happens at midnight?
Things get real.
Zombies?
People die.
Werewolves.
No.
It's werewolves.
That's supernatural. I guess werewolves are supernatural.
Mandingo.
But this is another puzzle game.
Yeah.
It has a scare factor of it. But me personally, I don't like puzzle games, and I really don't go into horror games.
I am not a horror game fan.
I'm not either.
I cannot play a horror game in the dark. I cannot play a horror game in the light. I'm not about it. My eyes focus on a screen.
When it's like in between dark and light?
I can't play horror games with my eyes just glued to a PC screen, TV, anything. If something jumps, I'm done.
You're done?
Well, I'm like that with multiple games that I still currently
something's definitely going to jump at you.
Yeah, and that's not...
But I mean, for other people that like survival horrors,
awesome.
Sure, it sounds like a good game.
It sounds really interesting, to say the least. If you haven't, I mean, if you want a little taste of it, you can always try it out on iOS or Android.
Yeah, kind of get a... Because it did come out a while back for those platforms, so you could look into it. You could probably get some gameplay on them, see if it's something you'd be interested in. Us personally, it's just not.
And don't let us persuade you not to. We're not telling you not to get it or anything.
We're complete
like that.
Idiots. We don't know what we're talking about.
That's Idiot Podcast.
Yeah. Should have named it the Idiot Podcast.
Damn, that's a good name. We'll think about that.
Name. Might change the name, so look forward to that.
Look forward, to the Idiot Podcast, for sure. The last game for August 22nd, 2017.
It's a big one.
Big name.
It's a big name.
Everybody loves them.
Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Coming out for PS4.
And Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, the Naughty Dog game.
Naughty Dog.
Published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. A name everybody knows.
It's a standalone expansion to the Uncharted series. Now, if I recall, she came in Uncharted 2.
Yes, I think so. I think you're right.
She made that. But she steals things. She's part of the team. And this is what are they searching for in this game? I forgot. Keep going. Sorry, don't mind me.
I think this game, from what I'm gathering from it, this game takes place 6 to 12 months past Uncharted 4.
Correct.
Yeah. And while I've not played a lot of the Uncharted games, I personally don't own a PlayStation.
I've dabbled.
They look really interesting.
They're great games. They have a good story.
I know they're just rip-offs of Tomb Raider.
Oh, okay.
I do enjoy Tomb Raider, so what makes me think I wouldn't enjoy this? I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it looks interesting, but I've only ever played Tomb Raider.
That is correct. But I got some more information on it. I found it. This game follows the backstory and heritage of Chloe Fraser, as he said. In the game, she explores the Western Ghats in the midst of a civil war in search of the tusk of Ganesh from the warlord named Asaf. Is that correct?
Asaf. That looks right. Yep.
Looks about right. To do so, she partners with, this one's
Shoreline mercenary Nadine Ross.
Yeah, formerly secondary antagonist from Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is basically just an add-on to Uncharted 4, which is amazing. And did you know, speaking of Uncharted, they're making an Uncharted movie?
No.
Yes.
That's awesome.
They're starting with the backstory and when Drake was young.
That's awesome. That sounds great. I'll definitely have to watch it. Do you know how canon it'll be to the video games?
I believe they are trying to follow it semi-closely.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still in the midst of making and production and all that, so I'm not quite sure. But my only thought when they say they're making a movie from a video game, I go back to the Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I did watch that movie.
It was awful.
It was not the best.
I thought it was
not great
awful
at all.
I thought it was a waste of my $2 I spent.
It was a really good try.
Oh yeah, props for trying.
But
I don't think personally they touched on the backstory and just storyline in general very good, because Assassin's Creed is full of story.
Oh yeah, it's a great game for storyline.
And they did not touch on that as much as I wish they would have.
I would hope it'd be a great game for storyline. There's about 7 of them now.
Yeah, that is true. And another one's coming out sometime soon, in the next couple months or something. I don't know. It's out at E3. I'm not quite sure when the release date was for it, but yeah, there's a lot of story in that.
But with this said, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Yeah, so we kind of
looks great.
Sidetracked.
Awesome, bringing back an old character. It just looks amazing, and I will definitely be interested in at least watching some gameplay, checking out some playthroughs. Maybe if I get a chance to get my hands on a PS4 controller, I'll give it a shot.
We need to snag a PS4 and maybe do a cooperative playthrough. Take turns.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Give us really good content, and if we do that, we'll definitely share it with you guys. Talk about it. 100%. Maybe give you a little gameplay up on our Twitch channels or something.
Maybe the full gameplay.
Who knows?
So moving on to the 25th, we have 2 big name games.
Huge names.
But we're gonna pass over them for now. We'll talk about them last.
We'll touch up on a couple of things that we're really excited to see.
Correct.
All right. So the first game we'll talk about for August 25th, 2017, is Naruto Shippuden? Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy?
Yes, coming out for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. And we will not be talking about this one. There's not much information on it. We didn't really look into it too much, so that's that.
We're slackers.
It's a game that we didn't really...
It doesn't... While Naruto he has a huge fan base, and it's people love it as an anime, I've never been interested in it, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of slacked a little bit on looking up anything about it.
Same. I think we're both in the same boat on this one.
So, if it's awesome and it catches your eyes and you love the sound of it, the feeling of it, the look of it, awesome.
Anything.
Just know it does come out on the 25th of August.
For Windows, PC,
and
PC. Windows is PC.
Windows, PlayStation, and Xbox One.
Yes, thank you. But moving on, we have One Piece Unlimited World Red Deluxe Edition.
Oh.
Deluxe
I don't know
Edition.
what that is, but it sounds amazing.
Well.
Oh, okay. Yes. One Piece. Little pirate in a hat.
And a cute little baby on the right bottom.
Yeah. Well, this looks interesting. Let's go ahead and read it off for the viewers, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll go. This is the 36th video game based on the series. 36 of them. That's how you know they're good.
I just want to say something before we start.
What's up?
36?
36 of them. That's how you know they're good.
Do you think all 35 of them were amazing and that's why they're making a 36? Or do you think all 35 were terrible and cheap budgeted that they can afford to make a 36?
They're trying to redeem themselves.
Yes.
That's a really good question. I personally have no idea. I like to have a little faith in it.
Oh yeah.
That is they're all 36 of them. Well, 35 plus this one are amazing games, and they're...
I mean, we can hope. We can
hope.
I don't know anything about the series, so don't mind me.
We can find out.
Yeah, tell us about it.
All right, like I said, this is the 36th video game based on the series, and the 5th title of the Unlimited sub-series. It was released for the Nintendo 3DS in November of 21st of 2013 and released for additional platforms in many more regions the following year. In March of 2014, the game was confirmed to be releasing in North America, Europe, and Japan. 2014 on Wii U, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Vita.
Vita.
The Wii U revision does not have a physical retail release in North America and Australia, whilst other versions were released by July 8, 2014 in North America. I would really like to know what the plot of this game was.
Yes.
What it is. I would, out of curiosity, would like to know what, maybe not the other 35, but what the other 4
in the sub-series
is, because
I agree.
There's 5 in a sub-series, but there's 35 in the whole series. That's interesting. That's big. That's huge.
It is big. It would be nice to know some story here. Some background, at least. Something that gives a little bit of more information on what exactly this game is. But
I'd definitely like to know a little bit more. But like I said about Naruto, that's really not my forte, my interest.
Yes. I will agree with you. But I will make an effort to at least look up a little bit more on it. Maybe some gameplay when it comes out. See exactly what it is. Definitely. But moving on to one of our big games.
One of our big ones. We'll go with F1.
F1 2017. Now, I'm assuming most of you know what the F1 series is.
And if you don't, they're racing games.
Yes, they are. High-class racing games. Very nice cars.
For the rich man.
For the rich man.
Not peasants like ourselves.
Not the peasants. But F1 2017 is a racing video game, as we said, being developed and published by Codemasters and set to be released for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows on the 25th of August. The game is based on the 2017 Formula 1 series and includes all of the 20 circuits, 20 drivers, and 10 teams competing in the season F1 2017 in the 9th installment of the game. Of the series.
Wow.
Yes. So I'm assuming it's going to have better graphics, better gameplay, it's going to be smoother, better engines, all of that.
Nice. I don't think I've played any of the F1 games. I do know it's a huge name.
It's
obviously enough
games.
To make
if you like racing, they're a great game to play.
So what's different about this one that isn't in any of the other ones? What do we have to look forward to?
So this game will be featuring a new expanded team management mode, offering players more control over research and development of car parts.
Okay.
So development of car parts is obviously a huge thing in any racing game. More control over that, research, learn new things, obviously.
One thing that really did catch my eye, and it was very interesting, is that the gearboxes and other components of the car will be subject to wear, and they will fail on you. They will break. Yes. They will go down.
Which goes back to the research and development of car parts. You have to stay on top of your vehicle.
It's amazing that they will actually break down on you. That's
more realistic.
Crazy. Yeah,
more realistic.
It's awesome.
That's what you want out of a game like this. A racing game, you want it to feel like you're an actual part of that team. Trying to win.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
It will be. Can't wait to play it. But moving on to probably maybe the second biggest following Uncharted.
Oh yeah,
that we're going to talk about.
This one's huge, and it may not catch most of your guys' ears and stuff. But I love these games. This franchise is amazing.
I know.
We have Madden NFL 18
coming out for PS4 and Xbox One.
Amazing.
Now, do you want to tell us what's new in Madden 18?
In Madden 18, we have story mode. It's story mode known as Long Shot. It follows one main character, Devin Wade, a quarterback from Mathis, Texas, as he tries to reach the NFL and will include high school games and college games, as well as NFL scouting combine. It will be the first game in the series to use Frostbite engine. Don't know.
It's a huge improvement over what they were using.
Yes.
Huge improvement.
I know we're going to have... Well, that story in itself, just sounds amazing. High school games? College games?
Oh, yeah.
How often
it goes
do you
back
get
to... I'm a FIFA man, and it goes back to when FIFA added the story mode.
Okay.
You start as basically nothing. You have nothing, and then you play, you improve your skills, and you're noticed by bigger teams, and you basically make yourself into a legend.
That's what what it sounds like right here. But like the high school games blows my mind. I've never played Never played them.
Playing as a high schooler?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a huge step.
That's amazing.
I can't wait to play it, honestly.
Another awesome thing is, like any Madden game, any Madden NFL game that has came out, their soundtracks are awesome.
Yes.
On the soundtrack for this, EA Sports announced the soundtrack with 40 songs, including Kendrick Lamar, Big Sean, Imagine Dragons, Steve Aoki, Snoop D-O-double-G, and Rick Ross.
Yes. Big names.
Dude, huge names.
The soundtrack's going to be amazing.
Like
there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Soundtrack was made available on Spotify, so you can check that out there if you're interested to hear what you're preparing for, what is to come,
what you're about to get when you get the game.
When you're buying the game, you're buying the soundtrack. So
but yes,
check it out.
With every new Madden game, obviously you have your team changes, improvements in mechanics of the game, new plays for the teams.
Definitely.
Obviously,
new rosters,
just everything like that. So that will be updated, and it'll be amazing.
It will be.
It'll be amazing.
With all of this said, this long spiel of video game topics.
Thanks for sticking with us through some of these.
If you're here, thank you very much. We are going to move on to our last topic of the day.
Our third and final topic, which is just
random entertainment.
Random entertainment, like we said.
We're just going to talk for a few minutes.
So what do you got? What have you been up to lately, bud?
I personally, in my own outside of work personal free time, I have been playing 2 games. Crazy. I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online and Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
And with me, it's the exact same games.
Wow.
Yes.
You want to play sometime?
Yeah, we should play sometime.
Cool. All
right. But no, I really haven't. Within the past 2, maybe 3 weeks, I've been busy at work. Just really haven't expanded my games lately.
Yeah.
So it's just Elder Scrolls Online offers a lot of gameplay, obviously.
What do you do in ESO? Tell me. I know I play with you a lot, but you also play without me.
I play some without you. Yes.
What are you doing right now? Where'd you leave off?
I'm basically running through dungeons, getting a full set of gear, making my guy the best he can be at his level. Okay. I'm level 25.
And for the viewers, what class are you? What race?
I am a Wood Elf Nightblade.
Yes,
awesome. Nightblade. Wood Elf Nightblade. So I'm focusing DPS, basically.
Okay.
Sneaking around DPS.
Have you got the skill to go invisible yet?
I have.
Awesome.
It's amazing. Awesome. It's saved my life a lot.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And for me in ESO, I think I'm only level 20 right now, but I am a mage. I am a high elf mage. And when I left off, I've been kind of grinding CS lately, but where I left off, I was also hitting dungeons trying to find. I've had a couple full sets of gear so far, but I've been trying to find some that really just drastically help me out.
Yes, but I do want to say something. If there's any ESO players that are tanks out there, please hit us up.
Yes,
we need tanks to run through dungeons.
We're gonna drop all our info in the description of this
video.
video.
We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but please hit us up. We need tanks. Bad.
So if you want to play or anything, just let us know.
But yeah, you mentioned CSGO. Now, for me, I got it 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago that I got
Thursday?
it? Thursday, I think. What? 4 days ago?
Yeah, a few days ago.
Anyways, a few days ago, and that was the first time I've ever touched CSGO.
Same
or
here.
anything in that series.
Yeah, I've not.
It's
played
completely
it too
new
much,
to me.
but it's awesome.
Oh yeah,
I like it so far. Some of it can be very frustrating, and I'm one of those people. If I die over and over and over and over, I want to break something. But other than that, it's actually I'm drawn back to it, and it's great.
I think what really, with it being a new game for me, that really draws me to it is the way that you buy your weapons.
Yeah, that's really
like
neat.
your grenades and your armor, anything like that. You have to buy, and if you fail a round, you don't get as much money.
Yeah.
And it holds you back on the next round.
And while this might not be new to some of the viewers out there,
I'm sure.
It's definitely new to us. And the fact, and just the way you play it is amazing. It's hard for me to get used to the fact that you cannot aim down your sights in this game unless you have a weapon with a scope on it. It's hard, but
the one thing that I will say makes me mad about the game is the movement when you're trying to shoot. If you move and shoot,
your bullets go everywhere.
You are gonna die.
I flashbanged myself multiple times trying to throw a flashbang, and walk.
Yes,
So
yes, it is. It's something that we have to get used to. It's a completely different game in that sense that we're not used to.
but like we said, we just started playing it. We're new to it. If you want to play,
Hit us up.
hit the link in the description.
We'll
check
talk.
it
We'll
out
talk about that stuff in a little bit
for sure.
before we get off.
Now, one thing that you wanted to talk about, you were telling me that you wanted to talk about, that I have no idea. So if you will you explain this to me?
Yes, I'll
What
explain a
is Fortnite?
Fortnite. Now, for those of you that don't know, Fortnite is out for Xbox One and PC. I'm not quite sure on the specifics of this. It might be out on PS4. Anyways, it is basically the way I would describe it as a tower defense game. You build a base and you defend it from the hordes of zombies, basically. And each round has a time limit, say 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 2:30, whatever it is. And the one thing that really draws me to this game is there's a skill tree, theoretically. You earn points, skill points, and you have to pick which, direction you want to move, whether it be more power, more health, more whatever. And it's huge.
Okay.
I've never seen a game this big like that. Even like, you play Skyrim?
Yes, yeah.
The skill trees? Massive. It's bigger than that.
Wow.
There's more to it.
Wow.
And it's absolutely incredible. Everything around you is breakable, whether it be trees, bushes. You can harvest them for wood, metal, cars for parts, bolts, stuff like that to make bullets. You have to keep track of your bullets. You have to keep track of the equipment that you need to make them. And it's just an incredible game.
That sounds like it has a very broad...
Oh, it's huge. Like there's so much
vast
to it.
horizon of things you can do.
Yes, and I'm actually not very far into the game. So at the beginning, I will say it is very simple. Each wave is easy. There's no challenge, but I have seen some videos, and it's insane.
Awesome.
The difficulty that pursues.
It sounds really good from the way you're talking about it, and I think
would
need to
recommend-
look into it.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe you can show me a little bit later on
for
or
sure.
something.
But yeah, it's an amazing game. I would encourage everybody to at least look into it.
And in this podcast today, we're going to just throw out a couple recommendations and maybe just a couple things of useless knowledge.
Useless knowledge. Starting with a random fact. Now, it was my idea to put a random fact in every podcast. I enjoy going on Twitter and just seeing something random that just makes you sit back and think, like, wait a minute. Is that really how it is? So the one I chose, this one, is talking about vocals.
And it pertains a lot to us because this being our first podcast, like putting ourselves on a platform and hearing ourselves while editing after this.
Yes.
And everything.
And that's precisely why I chose this. But let
really
me read
good
this off to you. When you speak, the vibration of your throat's vocal cords also vibrate in your skull, making your voice sound richer and deeper to your own ears, which is why you sound different in audio recordings. You're hearing your voice as pure sound. Which I can say I have recorded my voice and I sound a lot different.
I sound just as amazing as I do in person. So
we will not talk about that.
I
statement.
have a beautiful voice. Some call it like Fergie, but anyways,
like Fergie.
There's an interesting fact. We'll try to throw an interesting fact in every podcast.
Yes,
if you want us to do a whole section on interesting facts, we can try. Leave us some comments below.
Leave us some comments below.
But
the last thing on this podcast,
just a recommendation,
is a movie.
This movie stars Emma Watson and Tom Hanks. It's called The Illuminati.
It's not called The Illuminati. It's called The Circle. Now, I've been arguing with him about this movie.
Okay.
You think it's The Illuminati.
Okay, so...
Explain to me your thoughts.
The plot of this movie...
Well, yeah, first off, we should probably tell what the movie's about.
The plot of this movie is a social network, kind of similar to YouTube, similar to Facebook. There's a company puts up a lot of cameras all over the world in people's pockets, on their t-shirts, everything.
Yes.
And they can control, or they can see everything that anyone is doing from those cameras, right?
Yes, and the basics of this company is, like, their motto is, knowledge is everything.
Right.
And if you don't make knowledge public, then it doesn't get you anywhere. So they make everything public as well.
Right.
All the knowledge, everything.
Okay, it's called the Circles for one, so let's just break that down. We have the Circle with the one group that can control everything, right? It's pretty much what
They can control a lot of
basis
things, and in the movie, they are trying to control more.
and they kind of control. They're like in the government and everything like this, right?
Yes, they have a lot of ties in the
Okay,
government. Yes.
so with that being said, the movie is called The Circle.
Yes.
The Illuminati is called I think the Eternal Triangle or the Triangle. Okay, in this movie, they have a lot of ties to the government and help control the government. The Illuminati has a lot of ties. The Illuminati is supposedly the rulers above the government, right?
Supposedly.
Okay, and with the releasing all the knowledge and or all the information to everybody and everything like that, that sounds similar to like WikiLeaks and everything like that. This movie has a lot of real world ties, and it scares the piss out of me. I'm not trying to fight a point against it or anything like that. I just am stating that this movie scares the piss out of me.
It does kind of scare me in the sense of, is this the way technology will move in the future?
Well,
that's what initially drew me to the movie.
A few years back,
exact statement.
A few years back, didn't they have that big whole thing? I don't know if you heard about it, but Mark Zuckerberg was part of the Illuminati, right?
Yeah, but
he was like, now like Mark Zuckerberg part of the Illuminati, selling all of the information to like the CIA and everything, right? Yeah. So now the government has tabs on us in every form, anything we post on our Facebook, which I don't understand. I'm just gonna say this: I don't understand why anyone is like that afraid that the government is keeping tabs on our Facebook. I don't think the government want to see like what I'm eating for lunch when I post it on my Instagram, or you know what I'm saying, like.
I do know what you're saying, but then again, they let's just say theoretically they were monitoring Facebook and everything. They don't want to see that, but they're waiting for the one person that says something, whether it be for, I'm gonna go more for the approach, whether it be like terrorists.
Right.
They're trying to catch that. That's why they're monitoring it, not to monitor the U.S. citizens, which they probably are, but.
With that, if you're a terrorist, you should probably not have a Facebook.
Well, this goes to the whole like.
But it could also go with like domestic terrorists and stuff. Somebody who just decides, hey, I'm gonna go. Like, which is understand.
Going back to this movie, we got way off tangent.
We did. All right, back to the movie. Give us a little bit of plot on this movie.
So Emma Watson plays as the main character, I guess you could say. Tom Hanks plays a huge role in it as well. But Emma Watson gets a job at the Circle, learns the ropes, tries to make friends, you know, the natural stuff that happens when you get a new job.
Natural order of things, yes.
Yes. And I don't want to spoil this too much, so spoiler alerts. Just be aware that I might spoil something for you if you haven't seen the movie. But she has a friend. I can't recall his name. At all. I can't recall his name. But he lives like outside of this social media platform, anything. Like he lives outside of that and wants no part of it. And they're kind of like have this love, kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Do they love each other? Do they not love each other? Since, and I'm gonna jump ahead so I don't spoil it. But he is in an accident that she caused due to social media and reaching out to a broader audience and something like that, and that changes her outlook of what she's doing and why she's there. And then without giving the ending of it away, that's kind of what I'm going to stop. But
so love interest 1, Emma Watson, it causes an accident involving social media with the love interest 2, so that changes her whole outlook on it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what's Tom Hanks' part in this
Tom
movie?
Hanks is basically one of the leaders of the Circle.
Oh, so he's like the antagonist.
Yes.
Okay.
Like he's in charge of it all.
Is he what some of us would call a villain?
I wouldn't label him as a villain per se, but in this scenario, he would be sort of a villain.
Okay.
He's the.
Okay.
I wouldn't say he's done bad things, but he hasn't done good things. The things that he's done were not horrible.
Okay.
Villain status, but they were bad, I guess.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Well, that sounds like I personally have watched it, but the way you describe it kind of makes me want to watch it again, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
And if you want to watch it, check it out. Great
I would
movie,
recommend it.
The Circle.
It's interesting.
With all of that said, I think it is time we end the podcast.
Closing out.
We're closing out.
Now, this is our first podcast, so obviously it was a little rough.
It wasn't great, but it will get better. Just bear with us.
Yeah, we have a lot to work through, things to figure out, stuff like that. But speaking of social media, do you want to tell them where you can be found?
Yeah, I will. You can find me on YouTube, Kill the Spooderman. Find me on Twitter under Kill the Spooderman or Forever Sick. We'll post all these in the description, by the way, so you can look. And you can find me on Steam as Kill the Spooderman. Play some games with me. Send me a message. Talk to me. Anything. Just come follow. Come hang out. Anything like that. Find me on Twitch. Same. Kill the Spooderman. Like I said, all these will be in the description. What about you? Throw them your...
Twitch. XOLAX, I believe is the actual name of it. Twitter is It's Ola. And YouTube is It's Ola. I believe. I
Awesome.
could be wrong, which is kind of sad since it's my
We'll fact check and we'll post them in the description if you want anything like that in the description. A special thanks to the music in this video goes out to the artist from Reno, Nevada, named Fiki. Amazing artist. Amazing. And if you want to check him out, description, go to his iTunes, support him if you like him. He's awesome.
Great music.
Great.
I find myself just on a trip back home from work. Not a long trip, obviously. I live very close, but
Yes, you do.
I'm tired. I put him on. He just lifts my spirits.
That's right.
It's amazing music.
So if you
Absolutely
like him,
amazing.
he's got a lot of songs. Just amazing. Check him out. We'll have links for his iTunes in the description.
Yes.
And we just have to say thank you very much for letting us use your song in our podcast.
Yes, thank you.
On that note, we're going to close it out.
One more thing. I got one more thing. Oh, Discord.
Ooh, yes.
We are running a Discord channel. I think we have about 50-ish members.
Right around 50
somewhere
members,
in there. There's a lot of us in there. Come join us. We'll leave a link in the description.
Come
say
hang out,
hello.
play some games.
Play some games with us. Whatever
Chat,
you want.
whatever.
Send us messages. Leave some comments on this video. Or send us an email. Email will be in the description as well for topics that you want us to possibly discuss. Movies, games, or anything technology.
If you like it, leave a like on the video. If you like us, subscribe. If you don't, share it with your friends. Maybe they have worse taste and they'll like us.
Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe your friends are not into good podcasts.
With that said, we'll talk to you later.
See ya.